shot is never enough. I just wait for this to go into circles. And the distance from my room is anything so necessary. I was thinking about that thing that you said last night. So boring. And the 80s bands, oh, where did they go? Can we switch into the chorus right now?
Light showers in the forecast tonight, but they've decided to play this one with the roof open. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Dan, two big-time power arms featured in this one.
Yeah, man, we've got a couple of right-handers that can bring the noise here. Both of these guys, big power arms. Philo plays in the game of baseball. Also, a good assortment of breaking pitches. If these two guys are on, I think you're going to see a lot of swings and misses in this ballgame.
Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Sandy Alcantara gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ballgame. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
Striding in is Jonathan Villar. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Villar.
And the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Villar is retired, and there's one away. Next, it'll be Brandon Nimmo. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's just 1 for 13. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
The 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
And another foul ball. The 2-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. 0-1 the count. Now here it comes. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Mets go down 1-2-3. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching MLB Network. Jacob deGrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, if my life was on the line, Jacob deGrom would be pitching that game for me. Approaches triple digits regularly. Incorporated that four-seam fastball a couple of seasons ago. He can sink it, has a great slider, curveball, and changeup combination. I don't think there's a pitcher in the sport right now that has the tools and the weapons and knows how to use them like deGrom does.
Miguel Rojas is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now the pitch. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting second. The second.
We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
First pitch on the way. Jazz Chisholm is at the plate as he looks at ball one. One out, nobody on. And that's too high, ball two. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Fouled away. Now another 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. The windup and the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still no score. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Heidi, thanks. And Dero, I'll send this one to you. As an infielder, these are games that can really challenge a player.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
Pete Alonso is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Michael Conforto waits on deck. The 3-1. And it's fouled away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Alfaro goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Alonso is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Michael Conforto, and it's grounded just foul down the line. And we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first 4 men have been unable to do. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Lifetime against this particular arm. Comes in with 6 hits in 20 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
And that brings up Javi Baez, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And that one is gone. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Wow. You want to know how strong this guy is? That was a changeup, and he drives it to straight center. Dead center out of the ballpark. He makes it look easy, doesn't he?
So here's Jeff McNeil. And he takes ball one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Chopped weakly to the left. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder. James McCann would be next. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
At the plate now, James McCann. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Mets. Leading off the inning, it'll be Brian Anderson, and they could use a spark from him here.
Brian Anderson.
First offering on its way. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here comes the 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today, is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
At the plate, Jesus Sanchez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Ryan De La Cruz.
So here is Brian De La Cruz trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the AB now. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side, reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. It remains 1-0.
I got my blessing because the Father never left him.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom. Now the first pitch.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to make the catch. Oh, and he paid the price for it, too, as he crashes into the wall. Next up from New York, Brandon Nimmo. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB. Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
'50th pitch of the game on its way. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. 2 men out. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they're up 1-0. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the AB on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting 8, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Next, here is Jorge Alfaro. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner run so far.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Sandy Alcantara.
And now here is Sandy Alcantara. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on its way. Lifted into the air to shallow center. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now at the plate is Francisco Lindor. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. De La Cruz has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
One out, base is empty, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Alonso is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, right fielder.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. And now the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone all the way into the upper deck. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
Here's Javier Baez.
Second baseman.
As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command 1-2. 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 New York. Now to the plate, Miguel Rojas. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the pitch. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Now here's the pitch.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 2-1. Down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now
and definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. To the plate now, Jazz Chisholm. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
In now, Jesus Aguilar. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-1.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, usually the 2nd time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating field.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Miami down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
The left fielder, number 6.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swung on and hit in the air to left. De La Cruz has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, James McCann.
Next up, James McCann. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Into the box now, Jacob deGrom. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. First time up, he went down looking. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Two pitch is fouled away. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything yet.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar. Popped up. Rojas waits on it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Mets leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's
They'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Jesus Sanchez. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
At the plate now, Brian De La Cruz. as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0.
Count is 2-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the Marlins had their first hit of the game.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Lewis Brinson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees, using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Fouled off. He'll try again, 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. They're down 2-0. So stepping in is Brandon Nimmo. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Here it comes. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The count 1-1.
Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. First delivery to him.
Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Francisco Lindor. Grounded up the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Now here's the first offering. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And that misses 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Stepping in once again is Jorge Alfaro. They'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
First pitch on the way. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded weakly toward third. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time. One away.
The batter, the pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. Your
Garrett
attention,
Cooper
please.
will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with
Number
one away.
26, Garrett Cooper.
First delivery to him. Now a ball lined into right field, and a great at-bat off the bench that time. It's a base hit. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
To the plate now, Miguel Rojas has so weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. No hits to this point. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Cooper, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Marlins down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. Richard Blyer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 35, Richard Blyer.
Seventh inning ready to roll. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.
That last at-bat, that home run, that was a changeup that was way that he went out and hooked it. He pulled it. So if I'm going to throw that changeup again, I might throw that thing on the inside part of the plate. This guy looks like he has pretty good coverage on that outer third of the plate.
Drilled down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Javier Fiers will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. The 0-2 once more. And he fouls this one off. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Hit to third. He's right there. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Now batting, number 6.
Now it'll be Jeff McNeil. His career numbers in this matchup, just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. First pitch on its way. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He'll get it into second.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box, James McCann. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0.
Too hot.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Hits this one hard the other way, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
In now, Jacob DeGrom, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Popped up. Aguilar in foul ground, and that's the third out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's 3-0 New York. Now to the plate, here is Jazz Chisholm. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Pitch popped up, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 home.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
So the next to bat will be Jesus Aguilar. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And now a pitch on the way. And that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 2-0 on the way is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And the count will be full. Now the payoff pitch home. Changeup too low. He walked him.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits. So his command has been pretty solid so far.
Anderson.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Aguilar stands at first with 1 out. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Standing in now, Jesus Sanchez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Marlins leave 1, still down 3-0. Number 48 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 48.
Now to bat, Brandon Nimmo. He bounced out last time up.
Center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
First pitch of the AB on its way. On, he pops it up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a line drive. And the 8th will start with a bang, as this should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. This one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. No one out with a runner at second. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled away.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Another try at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Next to dig in, Michael Conforto. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Nimmo at second. Alonso is over at first with 1 away. A bullet to first base. Tries to dance back into the bag, not in time to double off the runner. It's half of the 8th, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1 home. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 2 left for the Mets, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Brian De La Cruz.
The left fielder, Brian De La Cruz.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Stepping in now, Lewis Brinson, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Well, he showed right there, White. He's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the 1 out.
Up next, Jorge Alfaro. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
John Birdie will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, John Birdie.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it. 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
And McNeil will put it away to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We played 8 full. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins nothing. Zach Thompson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate, James McCann. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, the pitcher,
J.D. Davis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Mets, number 28, J.D. Davis.
He's set and the pitch. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Two out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Line hard into left. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The third baseman, number 1, Jonathan Villar.
At the plate now, Jonathan Villar, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Davis at second with 2 down. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Fouled off. ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 2-out double, left stranded. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Edwin Diaz comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Miguel Rojas. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air to center field. Giving chase is Nimmo. He's there and records the first out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
He only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
In now, Jazz Chisholm, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. 1 out, nope. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
The bat.
Next up is Jesus Aguilar. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. From the stretch. Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Ball, catch inside.
And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Conforto is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes, they worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The New York Mets took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Jacob deGrom pitches well enough to get the W. Sandy Alcantara struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
She say self-care like eat, pray, give thanks before I eat, pray, but tell a hater that I eat, pray. I'm like Miami where the heat stay. Now I'm riding up the tubes.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets: 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Marlins, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you